Hey folks, Jackdaw here. This spooky season, BioWare has given us a few morsels on the next Dragon Age. Today, I am very excitedly collecting the latest updates since August. We've got brand new sinister concept art, more Tevinter art designs, a Venturebeat NextGen statement, new staff hirings and job listings, along with 2 departures, a few recent developer tweets, a comment about Sandal's future by his voice actor, and the Game Awards 2021. So let's crack right into this. Of course, we've got to start this off with that brand new concept art. Creative director Matthew Goldman and executive producer Christian Daly once more revealed brand new Dragon Age 4 concept art. Christian tweeted, hey, happy Friday and happy Halloween. It's been a bit since we posted, but all is well. Have a safe, fun weekend. Followed up with a beautiful, eerie piece of concept art that requires a little bit of dissecting. So, my initial impressions on this brand new concept art. I like it a lot. It looks dark, like proper dark fantasy. It gives me a lot of Falomaya-like vibes, with its midnight moon, swamp-like nature, twigged branches, and flooded undead. Of course, sprinkled with plenty of red lyrium and a mysterious tower that stands to the left. The previous concept art pieces that have been revealed this year each centered on a particular relevant faction, from the Grey Wardens to the Antivan Crows, whereas this piece is quite the pivot from those factions. It's just straight up sinister with its red lyrium zombies. I don't want to read too much into this one because it does seem pretty straightforward with its evil red lyrium undead and darker ambience, but perhaps this artwork could represent Navarra's death mages, the Mortalitasi. Given the deathly nature of this piece and the Mortalitasi's death-like culture, it does seem quite fitting. As we know, the Mortalitasi mummify and house the Navarran dead in their grand necropolis. They bind spirits to undead corpses and have animated skeletons that serve the necropolis as assistants. So maybe this piece is showcasing a faction just rather more enigmatically, or maybe it is just demonstrating darker tones for the next game, showcasing grittier, evil themes and menacing foes and locales we could potentially encounter. Overall, this piece reminds me of a few midnight areas we've already seen in previous game trailers, like the EA Play Midnight Snowy region and the red lyrium infested area. Most particularly, this new concept art piece reminds me a lot of the red lyrium Darkspawn concept art in a very similar midnight moon atmosphere. So are they potentially showcasing the same conceptual area? Maybe so. Breaking this new artwork down a little bit more, in my opinion, the moon is the most interesting aspect of this piece. We already have a lot of symbolism with moons in Dragon Age. In Elven Tales, it is said that Mafal created the moon. Also, the Dreadwolf Rises mural featured what I thought at first was a moon right in the middle. The sun, moon and earth each relate to an eclipse, like the current speculated title of the next Dragon Age game. As a final little tinfoil for you all, in Elven Tales, Elganan is said to be the eldest of the sun, and the moon was created by Mafal, and the earth is probably a titan. Could we have some sort of eclipse disaster with Elganan, Mafal and the Titans, with some effect of the Dreadwolf Rising, given the emergent compendiums an eclipse as Fen Harel stirred? Who knows, but I do love a quick tinfoil. In any event, I am loving the seasonal spooky concept art. I really like enjoying different seasons anyway, so I really like it when brands do that. So hopefully, given that we have had some Halloween-based concept art, we might have some festival Christmas-inspired pieces in December. Pretty pleased with sprinkles on top. In any event, we've actually got a lot more concept art to talk about. I'll gloss over the first one quite quickly because a lot of us have already seen this image within BioWare's 25 years book. However, Matthew Goldman shared an up-resed version of this Mortalitasi concept art piece. The 25-year book described this art as the Morn Watch in their grand necropolis, guarding Phaedus from occult threats. This up-resed shot, thanks to Matthew Goldman, shows off even more detail in this artwork, like the urns at the bottom and the greater detail surrounding the picture, the general scale of the skeletons. What could those urns possibly store, I do wonder. All in all, it's a beautiful, spooky piece of art that I think is just perfect for showing off again this time of year. Moving on to brand new artwork, in late September, Matthew Goldman shared 2 World of Phaedus styled Tevinter Curiosity pieces. When revealing the first artwork, Matthew tweeted, "We are having our house fixed up. The ideal was a more grey and pointy theme, but obsidian is very hard to get right now, what with COVID." And this beautiful artwork showcases many Tevinter furnishings and items, from scrying orbs to flags and puzzle boxes. We have a definitive look at Tevinter's architecture and style. And when revealing the second artwork, Matthew tweeted, "We are having the inside fixed up too. Maybe some welcoming bas-reliefs in volcanic basalt. You could collect these in Dragon Age Inquisition, but probably 99% of people haven't seen the whole collection, designs by my good pal Mark Taro Holmes. As Matthew explained, the second artwork showed Skyhold's collectible mosaics in an archaic Tevinter design. We can see the mosaics: the fall, dragons, subjugation, invasion, and sacrifice. Each piece represents a moment in Tevinter history. For example, the fall showcases the 7 magisters who brought the blight back to Thedas, and then we have the sacrifice, which regards Tevinter kinsmen experimenting with the Qunari. And to the left of this piece is this Inspector contraption. The figure in the middle looks like an experimented Qunari given the Kossif-like horns and the human body proportions. This leads into a theory that perhaps Tevinter magisters created the Qunari ages ago by experimentation, but I think that's a topic for another time. Regardless, we have many Tevinter trinkets and curiosities that'll no doubt feature in the next Dragon Age. Honestly, I am just really surprised and grateful for both of these artwork pieces. It's subtle details like this that really paint the next Dragon Age in refined ways. So thank you so much, Matthew Goldman, for this sneak peek. Anyway, onwards to the next story. In late October, Jeff Grubb via Venturebeat revealed that Dragon Age 4 is headed to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S without cross-gen release. The game will be next-gen exclusive. Jeff confirmed this via a LinkedIn profile of a lead player designer working on the next Dragon Age, so it is pretty solid evidence to support this claim. Even so, we have known that the next Dragon Age will be next-gen since EA Play 2020, when John Epler tweeted next-gen. However, we merely suspected that the game would not release on previous generation consoles, but it does seem that we now have an official confirmation on that. The reason I wanted to bring this story up again is because I think it is a very good thing. Dragon Age Inquisition was held back due to the previous generation of consoles. Content was cut and many drawbacks were made to suit both generations of consoles at the time. With Dragon Age 4 being a next generation exclusive, this means the game can be as stunning as possible without any limitations to its previous console generation. Of course, that does mean that those who don't have a decent enough PC or a new console will need to start saving up pennies when there are more consoles available. I am also in this boat because I am still in the midst of trying to get a new console when possible. I do have a really decent gaming laptop, but at heart, I really am a console couch gamer, so I would really like to play Dragon Age on a new console when possible. Moving on to a sad story, Kirk McKean, managing editor of GLHF, interviewed legendary voice actor Yuri Lowenthal, who's best known to us Dragon Age fanatics as the marvelous and mysterious Sandal Fedek in Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. When Kirk asked if Sandal could be making a return in the next Dragon Age, Yuri said, 100%, I love that little guy. I love him so much. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn, but as far as I know, there's no Sandal in Dragon Age 4. Pause for a second, let's bring out some sad, slow violins. Lowenthal explained, if there is, then it wasn't played by me because I would have loved to have come back. I'm excited to hear about the new Dragon Age because Dragon Age is awesome, but I love Sandal. Yuri then ended with, here's what makes Sandal great. He could have just been a terrible joke, and he wasn't. They gave him some turns that nobody saw coming. He's a right badass, so God bless you, Sandal, wherever you may be, and a heartily enchantment to you. Of course, this doesn't confirm that Sandal won't be in Dragon Age 4. Perhaps BioWare haven't asked Yuri yet. Or maybe Yuri is white lying for obvious reasons. If he is in Dragon Age 4, surely he wouldn't be able to say that. Or maybe BioWare have hired someone else to replace Sandal. I do take Yuri at his word and believe that he has probably just not been asked yet. In another case, maybe BioWare have Sandal in the game, but they need a new voice actor for him because he's finally going to reveal himself as the Maker, emerging from the clouds in a roaring thunder. In any event, I had to chime into this conversation on Twitter with a pleading question. Enchantment? And surprisingly, Yuri himself actually replied to me with a wholesome enchantment. Please, BioWare, don't let this be the last time Yuri gets to say enchantment. Please, do it for Yuri. He is such a nice, wholesome person. With that, let's move on to the next story. In September, 2 more people joined BioWare. Hurrah! Gabby Soto joined as a new leading artist, either for Dragon Age or Mass Effect, whereas Derek Wills joined the Dragon Age team as a cinematic designer. I am most certainly wishing both Gabby and Derek well and huge success at BioWare. In relation to those hirings, the BioWare jobs homepage received a small update. The homepage now has a single piece of concept art, which I believe may represent an executor agent, along with the slogan, what role will you play? Creating worlds of adventure, conflict, and companionship that will inspire you to become the hero of your story. Also, for anyone equipped, BioWare has a lot of open job vacancies at the moment, ranging from system designers to video editors. I will post a link down below in the description if anyone is interested in applying. A lot, if not not all of these job positions are remote too. In the same vein as recent hirings, 2 developers have left the Dragon Age team at BioWare. In early September, principal UX designer Asa Roos left the team. She most assuredly will not remember me, but I actually met Asa once at the Animex Festival at Teesside University in 2017, and she was nothing but kind, offering graduate advice to people like myself. So it really is a shame to see her leave BioWare. Also, in October, associate quality designer Scott Carell left the Dragon Age team. According to Scott's LinkedIn, he worked predominantly on Mass Effect Legendary Edition. However, he did actually work on the latest Dragon Age, focusing on performance and automated tools in a similar capacity to what he did for Mass Effect. I'm not going to rave on about this like I did in my last news update, but since November 2020, there have been 9 departures at BioWare that I have noticed. That's 9 departures in 12 months. Now, I'm not going to make any bold assumptions because, let's be honest, folks leave game studios all the time for a plethora of reasons. However, what I have noticed that to me is slightly concerning is the number of leads who have left within those 12 months. Casey Hudson, Mark Darrah, Aaron Lebre, Gabe Highland, and now Asa Roos. Again, I am not going to sit here and make any assumptions, but I am slightly concerned regarding leads leaving. It does leave a slight sour taste in my mouth, to be honest with you. I suppose all we can do is just support the teams who are cracking on and just hope for the best. Trying to build a positive fan base around that. That's at least what I think we can do. Just supporting the developers and not giving them a hard time on Twitter, or really giving anyone a hard time on Twitter, let's be honest. Moving forward from that, we do have a few exciting development tweets regarding production on the next Dragon Age. Dragon Age producer Sela Costa replied to someone manifesting diverse body sliders for Dragon Age 4. Sela said, "Taking notes." Dragon Age developer Jill Harrington tweeted, "You should see the fun places I've been making hair grow out of lately." Animation director Mike Jungbloof tweeted a job posting with the caption, "Come help us bring to life diverse characters to smooch and wild creatures to pet. No expectations but griffins, maybe?" And writer Jay Watamanik tweeted, "Work rewrites this week getting closer." So even if these are just small little tidbit tweets, I love just seeing any part of this process come together. It's just so exciting, embracing the reality that there is a Dragon Age game coming out and it's actually in the works, and that people are spending every single day making that dream a reality. Anyway, let's finally talk about the Game Awards 2021 and Dragon Age Day. Currently, we have around 5 weeks until both the Game Awards and Dragon Age Day. The Game Awards will start on December 9th, which is a Thursday. The times the Game Awards starts are normally not very EU friendly for people like myself who do live in Europe. But that's fine, the Game Awards is always a decent enough show, regardless of staying up till 4 AM. And I will be streaming it live with Lucas from FuzzleCon, also known in my channel comments as The German. Now, what about Dragon Age at the Game Awards? Well, BioWare confirmed in a blog post about 11 months ago that we'll see more on the next Dragon Age this year. And you know what? We have seen more on the next Dragon Age this year. They have been true to their word. We've seen plenty of concept art, which has been amazing. I've at least done a good couple news updates when I really thought I wouldn't have. But yeah, well, that has been amazing. Like, BioWare, please, could we have some more? Just a little bit more, please? Like another morsel? BioWare as a whole have always had a really good relationship with the Game Awards, so here's hoping that we could have another portion to finish 2021. Last Dragon Age Day, which was fantastic by the way, a huge shout out to everyone who makes my entire Discord server. We had so much fun last year chatting and celebrating Dragon Age, and I'm just so excited to do that again this year with even more activities. But yes, last year on Dragon Age Day, December 4th, BioWare let us know that they'd be at the Game Awards, so hopefully we'll hear from them again this year if they're going to make any trail announcements at the Game Awards. Hopefully they will let us know in advance. Even if they tell us on Dragon Age Day that they won't be at the Game Awards, I would really appreciate that. That would just be really nice, just to save the clowning like they did at EA Play 2021. But we shall see. I'm not setting any expectations on it because I want the developers to be at ease while they create the next Dragon Age game. No expectations from me. I'm just saying that it would certainly be nice to end this year with a bang of amazing Dragon Age news, especially if the release date is going to be 2023. You know, next year ramping up with news, ending this year with a big trailer, maybe with a title, maybe a 2023 release window. It'd certainly be exciting to kick next year off. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, if you are craving more Dragon Age content at the moment, please go ahead and watch my new Theory movie. I spent all of October putting that movie together for you all, so please enjoy it. It's pretty good stuff if I do say so myself. With that said, let me know all of your thoughts on today's stories. How are you feeling feeling about the new spooky concept art pieces? Are you saving your pennies for a new console or a new PC? What consoles are you actually interested in? I would like to know. What about Sandal? And of course, what are your expectations for a new Dragon Age trailer at the Game Awards 2021? And what are you going to do this Dragon Age Day to celebrate Dragon Age? Let me know everything you are thinking in the comments down below. But until the next one, as per usual, you're already in the right place for all of your Dragon Age needs. But I have been Jackdaw, and I should go. Whoa, 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 whoa.